Have you ever come across a situation where you found yourself to be overly nice to someone you clearly didn't like? I had classes until like 5:30ish from 9:30 today, and I'm kind of knackered, but I also need to work on my assignments. But just before that, I wanted to come on here and make a quick video. I need a mic! Hello? Today we will be talking about reaction formation. Yay! Now what is that, you might ask? Well, reaction formation is basically, okay, have you ever have you ever
Have you ever had a dream that that you had you could you do you would
experience yourself to be overly friendly to someone you clearly didn't like, or maybe like someone had a crush, like someone, or maybe someone that clearly likes someone but they are acting like a complete dick to them, and you're like, huh? like if I don't know if you guys watched Brooklyn 99, where Jake in the beginning is really like kind of not nasty, but kind of like he keeps like kind of teasing Amy, and then I think it's I forgot his name. I think it's Boyle who kind of brings it up, like why do little boys like pull like the girls like ponytails, and then he's like, oh, it's because they like her and that's the only way to get their attention. So what I'm going to talk about today is kind of similar to that. It's called reaction formation. Now, reaction formation is a kind of defense mechanism, and it's actually really unconscious, and it was developed by none other than Sigmund Freud and his daughter Anna Freud. And this falls under more of a mature defense mechanism than an immature one. Now, what is reaction formation? Well, it is when someone replaces any kind of thoughts or emotions, or basically that leads to behavior, right? So they basically replace any kind of anxiety producing or unacceptable impulse or feeling with the exact opposite. The key aspects of this, like I mentioned, is that it's really unconscious, and it's usually an exaggerated behavior, reversed exaggerated behavior. And the purpose of this is basically to manage some kind of internal conflict, guilt, or social pressure. Examples of this, like I mentioned in the beginning, maybe you see someone, like maybe one of your classmates, being overly nice and helpful and cheerful to a person you know they don't like, or maybe at work, you are overly friendly and kind and helpful to someone you clearly cannot stand. It reminds me of that song, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, where there's this line where it goes like, why do I smile at people I would kick in the eye? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, other examples can be, again, like when you were in kindergarten, and maybe this guy who liked you actually would kind of keep teasing you, even like bully you. You know what I mean? And other examples of this is like forbidden desire, master's morality. Like for example, a person that, like the classic example is like a gay man. Maybe not in this era, but maybe in like years ago, someone when it wasn't socially acceptable. Maybe like a gay man would show like exaggerated behavior that would make it clear that he's very, like, he's straight. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe another example is basically like kind of faking it. That's it. And it's the interesting part is that it's unconscious. You need to have a level of awareness to even like catch yourself doing it. And it's I don't know. I feel like it might be very clear to other people than yourself. Yeah, I was thinking like, like there's always gonna be like blind spots that we are not never gonna like understand about ourselves. Why don't we like disclose, like why don't we discuss about this, and we kind of like throw in the question to our friends like, hey, like from what you know about me, do you think I might be faking something? Or like, but at the same time like staying very mindful of it, because you don't want to give people the chance like they can say anything to you, so being very careful who you want to ask this question to. Maybe the main reason I want to discuss this is that it's healthier to be authentic. I think we all know that, right? Like the spiritual community, and it's just kind of like the philosophy now, which is like be authentic, like uh speak your truth and all of that, right? We're encouraging that. It's healthy if people express their authentic self, because like over time, reaction formation, this can hurt our well-being. I think it's very common than we might think, though. The times we do have to fake, maybe for like social pressure, or even just to be nice. I mean, it's all to protect the ego, right? I think you can always like keep your distance from people, and like you don't have to be nice, and like state your boundaries there. Yeah, but it's a bit of a tricky situation, right? I don't know. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about it? Why? Why is it that I act like a fucking stupid head in front of my crush? What the hell? My frontal lobe, my prefrontal cortex stops working. Run away. Run away.